Hello, welcome to Muson Speaks on Autism.
Education or career-wise or otherwise, where being on the spectrum did not give people the wrong vibe around me. But thankfully, through those experiences, I learned to develop my mask. There was nothing wrong with me. I wasn't demon possessed. I wasn't stupid. You know, the way I framed the situation in my head was that I just needed to pay more attention to who I am than other people. I turned all of my classes, whether it was mathematics, introductory technology, integrated science, it did not matter. I turned this thing into a story in my head, which made a lot of things very easy to recall. When someone's on the spectrum, I don't see it as a disorder. For me, it's a superpower. I will maintain this as a fact in history. There's literally been no forward movement in human civilization without the autistic.
Last week was the 11th edition of the GTbank Autism Conference. It was held here in Lagos, Nigeria, at the Muson Centre. This year's theme is Life Beyond Diagnosis. Now, it is not just enough to have a child diagnosed on the autism spectrum. What next? What do you do next? What's the next line of action? Now let's discuss what is autism. Let's start from there. First and foremost, what is autism? Is it a disease? And the answer is going to be no. It's not a disease. So are they cured? No. They are not cured because, like I said, it's not a disease, it's not an ailment. So what is autism? Autism is a neurological disorder that affects children in three major areas of their life: in the areas of speech and communication, social interaction, and behavior. Now, this actually manifests or begins to show within the first 2 years of a child's life.
She didn't do things at the normal pace that other children would do them. So that's when you say that a child has global development delay.
Lots of people think that it's contagious. I don't know why people run away. You know, I've had people who don't want their children to, be around children with autism. It's not contagious. It's not a disease. Autism is just, the children with autism are just wired differently. You just have a different ability, but they're just very much like every other person is.
For me,
now, here are what you need to know about autism.
Only a mother knows how miracles happen, how the spark of an idea becomes a heartbeat, how a universe is formed in the quiet of her womb. Only a mother knows how to house a galaxy in her body, how to speak its light into existence and weave the thread of life in her gentle hands. A mother knows how to protect her child, how to swoop down and snatch it from the mouth of any danger. This is what they say. The mother knows best, guided by a spiritual intuition, an umbilical connection to her child, she anticipates every need before it arises. But no one prepares you for this. A body that betrays itself, a muddy gene pool, nerves that jam like a trigger. There is no manual for a lifetime of standing in the gap, of stretching hope to its very limits, of crying out to God, to doctors, hoping madly for anything that can bend time. Fold me back inside my own body to find that errant string of DNA and pluck it at its roots. I want so desperately to gather the mangled cells into my hands, hold them still and beg them to give me back my child, weave them into a chord, a melody, a voice that can call me by name, say, I see you, say, I love you, say, Mama. But only the silence answers back, a shadow of a word, eyes that will not latch on. Fear presses into my belly with open palms, forms a fist that knocks the air out. Strangers' whispers crowd the room, judgment falling from their faces. For the mother of this child, whose body folds forward like a question, they cannot understand this desperate way of connection to her child. She anticipates every need before them into a chord, say like a question. They cannot understand this desperate wailing with no language. But I still remember how it felt to house a universe in my belly. The quiet victory of your becoming. So for this child, I reach through membrane and blood memory. Sit with you. Match my body to your rhythm. Vibrate back a love song. Even when your body is a wall I cannot get over, I will still love my way through to you. And I will wait for that one look, one step, one word, the power of one touch. I will offer up my back again and again for my rainbow child who dreams in color, who moves to a divine rhythm even when I cannot hear it, who knew that I could mine joy from this sorrow. Use your laughter as a balm, a kind of healing, so that when they ask about you, I will offer up my voice when yours fails. Snatch you out of the mouth of any danger. Guard your ears from the voices that follow. Tell them you are otherworldly. You are magic and moon dust. You are a testament to a love that persists in spite of itself. This gift, this child who is still a miracle. This child who is still mine.
Now, I'd like to appreciate the Guaranteed Trust Holding Company PLC for always shining a light on autism, for always trying to help us understand what we need to do to help our children living on the spectrum. Continue to appreciate them for all of their sacrifices, all of their support. For 11 years they've been doing this. They've continued to bring experts from far and near, from United States, from United Kingdom, and everywhere in the world, from Kenya, from different parts of the world, from different countries. We continue to appreciate you all for your support. And then the fight against autism is a fight that we all must have to participate. Now, where do we start from? Knowledge is key. Knowledge is power. Autism is not transmittable, so you don't get infected by helping a child on the spectrum. Let's stop the stigma. Let's stop the hate today. Let's seek for knowledge. Let's try to help our children living on the spectrum. Yes, they can actually help. They can actually improve. Like the video you just saw, Mr. Remy, a man living on the spectrum. He's doing very fine. He's successful in his area of life. This was only possible because he had all of the support he needed. And he still needs support, he still needs the help. Because the autism is a lifelong disorder. So you're not autistic and then you just stop being autistic. No. You only learn to improve. You only learn to live and improve on the things you are struggling with if only you have the support, the needed support. So please, let us all join our hands, continue to support all those living on the spectrum, on the autism spectrum, and other related disabilities also. Thank you all for watching. I hope you get to subscribe to this channel so you can get notifications whenever I put up another post. Please let us join our hands and continue to support all those living on the spectrum. For together we can actually defeat autism in Nigeria. Thank you all.
Wow, that last guy was
It was brilliant.
perfect.
Yes, I love it. I love
I think
it.
the
I love
performance
it.
was
Which guy?
good.
Which guy?
He was good enough. I
Last
loved
guy.
him.
Oh, I don't know what you guys are seeing. No.
Wow.
I'm not seeing anything. I beg. What's that?
Why are you being difficult? That
I
guy
really
was
don't
good
know.
enough.
I really don't know.
Beg. Next person, please. Next. We don't have time.
My friend.
It will be this Lagos traffic. I beg. I don't know.
It's not about. Where's the next person? Though?
Next.
Next. Kylie.
Oh, this looks interesting. That's fair enough. Thank you. That's fine. Yes. Can you step forward a bit? That's fine. Thank you. Great. Nice. Hi. What is your name? What's
Please,
your name?
Can you speak loud? Just let me hear you. We can't hear you.
Oh, Timmy Lane. Hi. How are you today? You're fine, right? I can see that. So, what are you doing for us today?
Oh.
Oh, you're the one with the spectacular.
Special.
Interesting story.
These are words often used to describe him. At least they're better than
Weird.
Funny.
Dumb.
words are not tools he uses very well. But he can better tell his story using this.
And who are you?
I am the father. Words are used so proudly the day he was born. The first time I uttered them was the proudest moment in my life. I remember all the promises that I made to him the first time he came into this world, that Sunday evening, wrapped in a bundle and placed into my arms. I had rushed in, ready to proclaim my fatherhood. But then I met with those beautiful brown eyes, and they melted my heart. And I whispered into his tiny ears, "Son, I promise to always love and support you no matter what. I promise to be the best dad you can ever dream of, and nothing will change that." But then something happened. There was an incident with our son. He had what we later found out to be a meltdown, and he was diagnosed with autism. This broke our hearts, but we were quickly encouraged and taught 3 things that would help him. The first was to give him deliberate support. Sorry, I'm late.
in the summertime. I changed my name thinking that it would change my mind. I thought that all my problems, they would stay behind. I was a stick of dynamite and it just was a matter of time. Oh dang, oh my, now I can't hide. Said I knew myself, but I guess I lied. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. If you're lost, we're all a little lost, and it's alright. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. If you're lost, we're all a little lost, and it's alright, it's alright. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright. I wrote 100 pages, but I burned them all. Yeah, I burned them all. I blow through yellow lights and don't look back at all. I don't look back at all. Yeah, you can call me reckless, I'm a cannonball. I'm a cannonball. Don't know why I take the type of thing I when I fall. Oh dang, oh my, now I can't hide. Said I knew what I wanted, but I guess I lied. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. If you're lost, all a little lost, and it's alright. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. If you're lost, we're all a little lost, and it's alright, it's alright. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright.
I'll always love and support our son, but I realized he started to need more and more attention, and I knew it was going to be difficult, especially with all the barriers in our minds. So I started to do some research of my own. I'm sorry. See, it says here that the second step to helping him is eliminating barriers. I know Mama Nkechi and Mama Tommy.
You stop. What is it now? Is your mother on the spectrum?
No.
Your father?
No.
Okay, maybe anybody from your family.
Where are you going to with this?
Just answer the question.
No.
Neither is anyone from my family, and neither will anyone in our family have this.
I'm not sure that's how it works, so.
Then we need to pray. Prayer is the solution.
Okay, we pray that we have everything we need to help our son.
Amen. And take this thing far, far away from him. Amen. Oh God, my Father.
Amen.
Angel Michael. Angel Gabriel. Hear my prayer.
Amen. Amen.
ṣe rá mi tó ká wọ́n ní wọ́n rá mi bá. Wo ayọ̀ má bínú sí mi àwọn màláíkà àwọn ọmọ tí ó bá sọ hẹ́ẹ̀lì bàbá tó dé. Ẹ wá bá wa problem wa okay kò sí problem wa okay. Ìwà ní ìṣẹ́gun tí o bá ti rí tó bá ṣe díẹ̀ tó máa bọ̀ sí lára. Àmúṣá tí o bá ti ń sọ máa dárúkọ àwọn áńgẹ́lì èyí tí o bá mọ̀. Ó yá gbà. Ọmọ ogun ó yẹ gbin. Only Mike wà ló dá o. Only Mike wà ló dá o. Ẹbí ọlọ́lá wà ló dá o. Lórí Yorùbá wà ló dá o. Ẹbí ọlọ́lá wà ló dá o. Only Mike Elija. What are you doing? Has it come to this? If you are. Fire extinguished, yes, that's my fire. Fire, extinguished, yes, fire extinguished, yes, fire extinguished. It took a lot of convincing, but Ifeanyi finally came around. And when she did, there was no turning back. Her son went on to secondary school and then on to university, where he graduated first class in computer science. And then he went on to bag a diploma in music from the Muson. We couldn't be more proud, not just of our son, but of ourselves, because we had learned the third step in helping him was to build a wall of support around him. Watching this talent show was something he loved to do as a child. And since he was talented in music, we knew one day he'd want to be on this show to showcase that talent.
Can we see you play?
Yes, let's hear you play.
Oh my goodness. One of them by yourself. It's amazing. You're super amazing. I can't believe this.
I know firsthand, taking care of a child on the spectrum isn't easy. Sometimes it's tiring, and other times it's just plain frustrating. But through it all, I've learned kindness, I've learned patience, I've learned that to be different doesn't make you better or worse. It just means that you're unique in your own special way. Seeing my son on stage remains a very special moment in my life. I guess I'm just glad you all get to see him. Finally.
All the people say